Hello guys, how are you? I'm good. My name is Utando Gudezi for those of you who do not know me, and for the returners, welcome back to the channel, you guys. To the new subscribers, Ngiyani Bona guys, how am I? And thank you absolutely so much for choosing to stay. So in today's video I will be doing a truth about debt for young professionals, especially in the South African context. So for those of you who are still interested, please do keep watching. Bye 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 bye. Okay guys, so firstly I would like to make a disclaimer. I am not a financial person. I am not qualified to give financial advice. So if you are looking for financial advice, please ask someone who is registered and is qualified to do so. This is just in terms of my experience and what I have managed to learn so far. Okay, so guys, this is about 24 months later since I have started looking at debt and how to maneuver through debt, and these are sort of the lessons or the takeaways that I have for this time and period. What I've noted is that with financial people as well, if you ask if you watch their previous videos like maybe 2 years ago and then watch 2 years after, you will note that their opinions on things have slightly changed. For example, someone will be against a zero-based budget 2 years before, and then before it's the next 2 years, so we slowly learn to maneuver through things, and this is what I know to be truth for young professionals at this stage. Point number 1: you need it. Okay, do not let people lie to you like you don't need it. You just if you can't buy it with cash, then you don't afford it, stop buying it, wada. Please, okay? Truth is, you need debt. Okay, you need to build a debt profile, and the easiest way to build debt is through this bad debts, basically. But there are pointers that I will discuss during the video that will make you know how to go about these things much easier. Point number 2: set an amount that you are willing to use to service debt. Okay, so if you, for example, earn 20,000 rand take home salary, set like 2,000 rand is the amount that I am willing to use to service debt. This will help you to understand how much of debt can you afford to get into. So if, for example, you are like me, you pay 10% of your entire debt every month. If you have 2,000 put aside for debt, it means you can at average get into 20,000 of debt. Now this doesn't mean your maximum debt, but the debt that you have active at the time, it can go up to 20,000 rand because you are paying 10%, which is 2,000 rand. Point number 3: ensure that your active debt is set in a way that you are able to utilize between 30 to 40% without breaking point number 2. So for example, if you are inquire for debts, they'll give you like, okay, this is your maximum, this is your maximum, this is your maximum. So ensure that all of those maximums combined, 20,000 rand falls between 30 to 40%, because otherwise you will be overutilizing or underutilizing. So if you are given an account at this particular store, at this bank, and at this particular financial institution, those things combined should not exceed let's say, I don't know the maths right now. I can't think of the maths, but let's say 60,000. All of those combined should not exceed 60,000, so that your utilization will be at about, let's see, 20 to 60. That's like 33%. Yeah, that's good enough. So the maximums of those accounts should not exceed 60,000, because otherwise you will be under or overutilizing. Point number 4, take big debts for things that will improve your life or your livelihood. So for example, I need to improve on my camera, on my sound, on my lights. If I take out debt for that, it probably makes sense because that is likely to grow my channel, and I might make the money back. Okay, if I take big debts for this is usually not advised, but if you want to start a business, for example, you can take some big debts and do that, but just don't take out big debt for absolutely nothing when you have no idea what you want to do with it. Like, you are just taking it out because you can. That is a recipe for failure, more than taking out the debt for something that will help your livelihood. Okay, because at least with your livelihood you are trying to better yourself. Point number 5, review debt on a 6-month basis and go on debt reduction challenges if it is necessary. So now that you have set your 2,000 rand that you are willing to pay for to service your debt monthly, if you go into your review like every 6 months and you see, oh no, my debt is currently sitting at like 40,000. Okay, maybe 40,000 is now a lot. Let's say it is now sitting on 27,000. So what you can do is that you can go on a debt reduction challenge, which is often like saying, I will not purchase anything on debt until I get back to my 20,000 rand max. So if you are at 27,000 and you know you need to kill a few of those accounts, do it so that you are back at that pace where you are able to manage things successfully. Point number 6 is that you should practice paying off big debt before you actually take it. Okay, so a good example is a car. A car is huge debt, okay? And chances of you buying it cash are very slim. Okay, so this is what you should do. See the car that you want to buy, research on it, and then find out the price of the car when you are sure which car you want to buy, and then go on, you know, vehicle finance calculators. There's quite a lot of them online. I know FNB has one, that's the one that I usually use, Westbank Vehicle Finance Calculator. And see, ask people what are usually the percentages that you are given in terms of car loan interest, and people will tell you that usually it's about 13, 14, 12, 11, if you're lucky 10%. Okay, so take those things and calculate the minimum installment of the car, and then you will notice that, okay, maybe the car is going to cost me about 5.8 a month, and then calculate the insurance as well. Maybe insurance is like 1.4, petrol will be like 1.5. Add all those amounts and then remove the money that you are currently using on transport. So remove your Uber costs, remove your daily transportation to work, the cost of your daily transportation to work, remove that, and then the amount of money that is left, practice saving that for at least 6 months. What this will ensure is that A, you are able to afford the car that you want to buy, and B, it will give you money to pay for the little things that you did not know about, because you are a first-time buyer, so there's probably a lot of costs that you do not know that are associated with the car, and instead of adding those onto your car loan, you can rather pay them off. For example, changing the paint, a lot of other things that you can do, you know, adding a tow bar, or adding what is this, a rear camera for parking, you know, a lot of those things you can actually save up for 6 months. So imagine 5.8 for 6 months. That is like 30-something thousand, and that is money that you can use to actually either pay a deposit or pay for this nitty-gritty kind of things, so that they do not, you know, end up going into your vehicle financing and increase your installment for absolutely nothing. The same applies on homes. Calculate everything minus what you are currently paying, save that up for 12 months, and the money that you have saved up can be used to pay for the lawyers, because there are lawyer fees that people usually do not take into consideration and end up borrowing money to do that. Like, take my advice, people, like, save for big debt before you actually take it. Point number 7 is something that I am absolutely passionate about. This is the one thing that I will stress no matter what. Okay, guys, so listen, being approved for something and actually affording it are two different things. If you were approved for something, it does not mean that you are able to afford it, okay? Chances are you're not, okay? So I've inquired with probably, you know, like a store for a store card, and they will tell me that you've been approved for 20,000. I'm like, what? Like, who does that to themselves? Why would you set such a trap for yourself? And then I will tell them, no, please drop it to 7,000, and they will do so. They will do so, okay? And then there's this one time when they were like, okay, you've been approved for this amount, you know, this type of card, and I'm just like, no, I don't want it. And they're like, but it comes with benefits, airports, what, and I'm like, I don't use that. I don't go into airports, in and out of airports, so I don't need lounges and whatnot. So please drop it to just what I need, okay? Thank you very much. And they do that. They listen to you. So please be cautious, guys. Just because you've been approved for something, or you've been pre-approved for a temporary loan of 10,000, do not press that number, because it will go right into your account that very same time. And did you have an opportunity to discuss interest rates? No, you didn't. It is at whatever interest rates that the bank decides to give you, and that is a trap that they set for us. They know that we are quick to click number 3, temporary loan. Do not do that to yourself. Do not set a trap like that, okay? Please. Okay, so that's about it, you guys. Those are all the pointers that I have in terms of debt for young professionals. Please be careful, okay? Those of you who are coming in from, you know, university, or for those of you who are still in your internships, or for those of you who are still within your 1 to 5 year work experience, guys, please take note and apply these things and see if it doesn't work for you. And if it doesn't, then okay, you can come back and tell me, okay, Tando, this didn't work for me because of A, B, C, D, and E, and I'll research why it didn't possibly work for you. Okay, so yeah, that's about it for today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it, and I love you for it. Thank you. Do not forget to comment, like, and press the subscription button. It is absolutely free. Please do not be afraid to just subscribe. Okay, yeah, thank you absolutely so much, guys. Bye.